Hello and welcome back, friends and travelers, to episode 4 of this Let's Chill series. We are going through EarthBound and just having a nice and easy time because the whole point of this experience is to just unwind and relax, chill, maybe go to sleep at the end of a rough day. The holidays have passed. I know the timing will be a little bit strange, but it's actually been some time since I've recorded a session, so hopefully I don't sound too far out of practice, but no matter, we are all here to learn and grow together, and that includes me. So, with that said, I hope you have made yourself comfortable, gotten yourself something warm to drink, perhaps. I've had my tea. I've got a candle lit for myself, so we're settling in here as well. I'd like to take an additional moment to tell you to go ahead and thank yourself right now just for taking this time out for yourself. It's not always easy to do. I know the world is a very busy place for a lot of people out there. So, congratulations, you've made it. You've made it through the day, I hope. And now you can really settle in, and we will continue our adventure with Ness, where we left off in the town of the Happy Happy Village in Peaceful Rest Valley on our way to rescue Paula. So, let's get started. We will do just a little bit of shopping first before setting out in earnest. Can't actually buy anything because inventory is full. We'll sell our old friend, the Mr. Baseball Cap. Served us well. But the rest, we kind of need. Baseball bat for Ness there. We will hold on to the slingshot and give that to Paula. First, since the inventory is full, we're going to have to take care of that. So we're going to start by calling Mom, who says she's surprised to hear from us and that everyone's doing just fine. Tracy, his sister, and the dog King. She says Tracy has begun working part-time for Escargo Express. So we'll talk to her. She seems excited to hear from us. And it turns out that her sister is, she acts as kind of a storage system for this game. She allows us to store things we don't need anymore, and also deliver things from storage, because inventory space can get a little limited if you like to stock up on things. Just like that, the carrier is here. We're going to give him, sadly the bicycle, for soon we will not be able to use it anyway. We will need the pencil eraser for a while. And I think that's it for right now, actually. So we will take those off our hands. Now we can finish our shopping. We will buy the ribbon for Paula. And having done all of that, we're now ready to continue into this questionable cave at the back of the village that is filled with some blue guys. And I know what you're thinking. I've never seen a house painter trying to sell me on a project like that dresses like this. Oh, and in all honesty, these cultists are actually a reference to a real cult, as I understand it, from Japan back in the day. And I have heard what their story is, but I don't think I would be a trusted source to retell it. Anyway, these guys are not particularly challenging, and they are worth a lot of experience points. So if you're a little low in levels, they are a good source to help overcome that. And here's the cabin that we saw from earlier on in Peaceful Rest Valley. And inside is Paula. She seems happy to see us. She's been contacting Ness in his dreams. It's not unusual for her to say that she's dreamed of him. She has psychic powers after all. She tells us the door is locked. And then Carpenter has the key hidden away. And that he can control lightning. For which Paula gives us a Franklin badge. And with full confidence in us, she sends us on our way to go and take care of Carpenter. And look here. It's Pokey again. Apparently wishes that we call him Master Pokey for now. And he has gotten involved with the Happy Happyists cult. Carpenter invited him, apparently. And as Pokey runs off, he has left us to deal with a couple of his underlings, it seems. It's worth noting that you can actually avoid this fight if you so choose, simply by walking west and north out of the house. But it's easy experience, and we're here for a good time, an easy time. There's no harm in being a little stronger than we need to be. Faced a couple of cultists there and got a nice level up. Do a bit of healing. See what this lady has to say. I do want to talk to Carpenter directly. She says she thinks I deserve to be struck by lightning for having the audacity to speak to Mr. Carpenter. That's not very nice. But it looks like we've found the meeting area. And while we were here, we just have to speak to some of the faster moving members. The rest of the people here aren't even interactable. It does look like he's only capable of walking in place. But he showed us. No, green is the wrong chant, apparently. This one's learning how to whistle. Well, because he wants to smile more. That's nice. Estranged, unmasked fellow. Don't go to heaven. That's not very nice at all. Goodness, Ness is just a child. These guys also have the somewhat annoying tendency to call for help, but since they are worth a lot of experience, as I said before, it can be a good thing. They are finished, and we will move along. A little bit of screen slowdown. There's just a lot of sprites on the screen. Let's see what this guy has to say. He screams because he didn't know what else to do. Well, at least he's honest. Quite the setup you have here, Mr. Carpenter. Carpenter apparently has been expecting us. Wants us to help make the world blue. But we will be declining his offer. He says we are a problem for his religion. It doesn't bode well. He attacks with lightning. We were saved by the Franklin badge. So thank you, Paula. Carpenter uses more lightning during the battle, and we want to see lots of that. I think that might be the fastest fight I've ever had with him, in complete honesty. It usually takes 3 or 4 rounds. Now he's telling us about the Mani Mani statue behind him. Says it makes him do peculiar things. It does indeed look like we've released him from some kind of spell, and he's going to give us the key to Paula's prison. But since I left my inventory full, he can't in fact give us anything, so we'll just throw away a hamburger. Speak to him again and make sure to get the key this time. So now we have the key to the cabin. Let's go rescue Paula. The screaming man downstairs doesn't seem to be so alarmed by us anymore. He now thinks we're awesome. And we are. Looks like everybody's cleared out. And we're not going to worry about the gift boxes on the floor. They have food items that we don't need anymore. And here's Pokey, who also seems to have woken up. Well, that's good. Says he promises to be good and wants to be friends again. That's nice. Except he's a liar, apparently, and off he goes. I'm sure we'll run into him again at some point. What's this lady have to say this time? She says Mr. Carpenter is strange, but fortunately she's not wishing for us to be hit with lightning anymore. And you'll notice the music has gone back to Tewson's music. Much happier. But let's get to rescuing Paula. For it's about time that we had a new party member. So we'll just go ahead and use the key. And she thanks us, mentions that people in Tucson might be worried about her. And we will make it back to town together. Our powers combined. To borrow an old phrase. That's a Captain Planet reference for those of you who don't know. I'm dating myself a little bit with that one, perhaps. But now Paula's with us. She starts at level 1. She will grow stronger very quickly. Till then, she's got her teddy bear with her, which will allow her to soak up some damage. We already have a number of items for her, including this ribbon and this slingshot and this copper bracelet that we got way back in Tucson. So with that, she will have much better starting statistics than Ness did. I don't think there's anything we need to buy for her, but we're going to look anyway, just to make sure. And as you can see, nothing is flashing for her, so it means everything we've given her is superior than what the shop has to sell. Do a quick save for safety. Because we are going to go into yet another cave in this episode. A much bigger cave than the one we've just gone through. Because this cave happens to be the second dungeon of the game. And you can go through it later in the game when it would be much easier. But I think it's more advantageous to go through it now because we can. It shouldn't be too bad. But first we will encounter the mole playing rough. Teddy bear already doing its job for Paula. Keeping her safe. She will get a ton of experience points. Level up very quickly, which is what we need her to do. Paula is a powerful psychic. She becomes kind of the mage of the party as the game goes on. We encounter some Mr. Batties who are somewhat dangerous, really. They have a tendency to confuse themselves, which is a good thing. Makes things safer for us. But we came down here just to get this present. Has a great charm, which will increase Ness's speed. Ness is very strong, but he's a little slow in battle, so anything to help his speed out will be good. Trying to avoid another encounter with these enemies, but we'll take this mole. We will go ahead and give this hamburger to Paula just to be extra safe. Just like Ness when he first started, it's a little dangerous in the very beginning. But no worries. We will get through it. We will have an encounter with the first mighty bear. And they can be a little dangerous. And it looks like we've lost Paula's teddy bear, sadly, but he did a good job for us. As Paula continues to become stronger. Now she has access to thunder, but we may not end up using it too much. And once again, just kind of trying to make things a little easier on ourselves. But we'll take on this bear. It turns out that the bears have a chance to drop teddy bears, which is delightful. So Paula gets another bear. We will heal up Ness and see a butterfly here. And as always, we will relax with the butterfly along with Ness. I hope that helps you to settle in a little bit as well as we continue through the cave. Now that we've seen all the enemy types of the cave, there's really not too much more to say. We will just slowly progress to the area boss. We will take the PSI caramel out of this package. They are handy to have, not absolutely required. They act as a way to restore psychic points. But here we are at the second sanctuary location. We are greeted with a similar speech as the first one. But this time, we face off with the Mondo Mole. The Mondo Mole is particularly susceptible to paralysis. So we will cast that right away, numbing the Mondo Mole's body. And that's just about all we need to do. We can set the battle to auto and just take our time and enjoy this music. And there we have it. Another boss down. It's not the most exciting way to win a fight, but it is very effective. And that's what we're looking for here. Should be lots of levels for these two, especially Paula, who will rapidly grow stronger. And we will proceed to the second sanctuary. Sometimes challenges in life require us to take one big step, which I think is symbolized well by the giant step being the first location in Ness's journey. Many of life's challenges, however, are not so simple and require us to take many steps instead. I encourage you to take this moment to consider the challenges that you're facing right now, how you might break them down, and most importantly, trust that you can meet them, one small step at a time. As we collect another melody, Ness sees a vision of a baby in a red cap. I wonder who it could be. And we're all healed. And we will make our way back out of the cave. Trying to avoid some of the needless fights if we can. We don't need them at this point. It helps as, again, all of the enemies will run from us now that we've defeated the boss. Just a nice, easy stroll back out of the cave. And that brings us back to town. Happy Happy Village. And I believe this will be a good place to stop. Next time I might do a little bonus tour of this area. It's very small. It won't be a particularly long one, but since we really have no reason to come back to this town later in the game, we may as well take a look around it, just taking in a little bit extra of what the game has to offer. It's a good practice in mindfulness. As this episode comes to its close, I hope you're more relaxed now than you were at the beginning of this video, or maybe you've even drifted off into sleep. As always, I thank you for spending this time with me, for taking this time for yourself. And we will see you again every Monday and Thursday with another opportunity to unwind, relax, and chill just for a moment. We'll see you next time.